Live here with Smarty Pants. Another time for drawing attention. And what I'm seeing, Smarty Pants, is you have been very, very busy filling in a foreground here. Am I using the right term?
You are using the right term.
The foreground of a beach of sand. Just look how wonderful that looks. And what the greenery, let's see if it's what do they call it?
Seagrass.
Seagrass.
Yes.
Have you even heard them called sea oats?
Sea oats and seagrass, I've learned so much over the last week, are not exactly the same thing.
Okay.
But what I've got here is mostly seagrass.
Okay.
Some of the
I'm coming in close on it.
Okay. Some of the taller ones could be called sea oats.
Look how realistic it looks, because some of it is browned by the sun and some of it is freshly green.
Yes.
And this little waterway between the sea oats and the land, what is that called?
Eddies. Those are little eddies that happen at the mouth of a beach where the water comes in, but the sand doesn't want to give it up. So it doesn't give it up.
That's my steady. Now, what are you working on over here?
This is a rock. I absolutely adore rocks. Don't you love rocks?
Of course.
Ever think about it? Rocks are so great.
And the thing to remember is, if you're going to do a beach, is that beaches are never smooth.
No.
Matter of fact, most beaches, if they haven't been taken over by man who come along and work with them, they're kind of rugged and looking and rocky.
True. It's so true. And multicolored. You know, that's what I'm
and look at the growth around your rock.
I know. And
oh my goodness gracious.
We're going to have more growth. What I'm learning.
Now, what I want to know is this a rock or is it a hard place? I'm just curious. Because sometimes, I don't know the difference, like the difference between sea oats and sea what? Well,
sea oats and sea grass.
Sea grass, this could be a rock, or let me come in closer. Could be a hard place.
Could be a hard place.
Could be a hard place.
Now I'm going to have this rock. I'm going to try to get a little more green. This is going to be some olive green
It's
grass.
so wonderful to watch you work with this and realize that you're capturing a moment.
Yes.
Which is what is so wonderful about, absolutely terrific, let me say, about a painting, is it captures a moment and you can come up and just sit and look at it and drink in the scene and let your brain remember when you've, can I say seen something similar?
Yes, I think you can say that. I think that is absolutely true. And one of the things I really like about it is it will capture a moment. I really like my sceneries to have some human element. I just love the fact that,
Now when you say some human element.
Well, we don't have it in this painting yet, so I'm trying to entice you to come back next week.
Oh.
Because the human element's going to show up.
So you're going to insert something that puts a humanity within the spectrum of the vision.
Yes, we are. Yes.
So right now you're working on our sun.
Yeah, I decided that my beach had a little bit more daylight than my sun was portraying. So my sun, isn't this great thing about
there's nothing, that yellow that they have in your paint is just astounding.
It is.
See if I can get in here and see this sun a little bit more. There it comes.
Yeah.
Creeping over the horizon.
Creeping over the horizon, exactly. Well said. And then, before I get my human element in, I'm going to put in a couple of birds. And I've gone ahead and
You say birds?
Birds. I've gone ahead and penciled in.
Now, what do you mean you penciled in?
I've drawn them in and penciled.
Oh.
So I won't be
And the reason for that is?
So I won't be just flying off the handle.
So you won't be flying off the handle with the birds.
Exactly.
There's so much texture to that particular phrase. Oh, what a beautiful bird. What a beautiful bird. So because you put the birds in, we can imagine what it would be like to be a bird flying across that scape.
Yeah, that's my thought too. That's my thought too.
Is there a certain number you put in that's just perfect?
No, art's so freeing. You know, you want another one? I'll let you decide. More birds, fewer birds.
Let's shake it up and put 3 birds on the left side here,
Okay.
but only 1 on the other side.
Okay, I love
He's
that.
a free bird.
Oh, where have I heard that before?
If I'm not here tomorrow. Sorry, that was not unnecessary.
I
Those
thought
are
it was
gorgeous.
necessary.
Those are gorgeous, and the addition of the rock. Just look at how much progress we've made
here.
in this week, and with the addition of the beach,
Yes.
and now the seagrass and the eddy.
Yes. And while I've got
Eddie, speak to me.
since I've got my white out here, I'm just gonna go and add just a touch more foam in our
Like sea caps,
right.
especially as it comes near shore. There, they
Right.
start
They
capping like
start
that.
building up and capping, and then it flows over into the eddies.
Eddie.
Yeah, and it's as it gets closer to the shore, you start getting more and
Oh
more.
my
of it.
goodness gracious! It looks just fantastic.
So we're making some progress, I think, and I can't wait for next week because that's when we're gonna bring in the human element.
The human element.
Yes.
So what you're saying is somewhere in this painting we're going to include some evidence
Yes.
of things that don't fly,
Yes.
swim, or crawl.
Right. Because after all, God did make man. I heard it was on Friday afternoon.
Oh. Love the sea caps. Thank you, Smarty Pants.
You're welcome.